good evening, or good morning, or good afternoon from any part of the world. My name is Tony Hernandez Pumorejo, and I'm a person diagnosed with autism. And I do different types of work in the community. One of them is I'm an author of the book called An Autism Unscripted Life, which talks about my life in the autism spectrum from childhood all the way to adulthood. I talk about the challenges that I went through and how I was able to overcome the challenges in order to do and be able to achieve key goals in my life. I'm also a public speaker. I'm an advocate for those that are diagnosed with autism and other disabilities in the community. I'm also a TV collaborator, work full-time as a manager, and do other types of projects within the community. So it's my honor and a privilege to be with all of you today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful holidays with your loved ones, with families, with your families and with your friends. And that as we get close to finishing 2019 and begin a new year, 2020, that all of you are having a great time with your loved ones. The reason why I'm doing this video though is because there's been an issue that has been affecting, that has been going on recently, which has affected in a negative way different populations. People with autism, people and children with autism, people with other disabilities, our seniors, newborns, and even our animals and our pets. And it is the issue of pyrotechnics, fireworks, and other types of pyrotechnics. This is an issue that has brought a lot of negative attention recently due to the holidays. And I've been reading different news articles on social media, and also through the local and international media outlets in terms of the excessive use of pyrotechnics and the negative effects that is having in different populations, which shouldn't be the case. In during this period where there should be harmony, should be peace, should be a period of joy and sharing with all of us. But unfortunately, that's not the case. Pyrotechnics cause very, very negative effects on our population. For example, not only are people with autism disability or even animals, but all of us. For example, recently I read a news article from Argentina, I believe it was, that a young adult with autism needed to be hospitalized due to the excessive use of pyrotechnics in their neighborhood. As a result of the pyrotechnics, as you know, people with autism, we had to deal with sensory issues. And when there's a lot of noise, high noise, and other things, it affects us in a very negative way, and it brings a lot of sensory issues. We can cause different types of situations like seizures, anxiety, and other negative effects. So as a result of the excessive use or the use overall of pyrotechnics, this young adult this person with autism is in the hospital right now due to seizures. Even worse, we have read news articles of animals, of pets that have died due to the use of pyrotechnics. There was this news article from, I believe it was from Mexico, that a dog died on the hands over the hands of his owner, which is very tragic indeed, and it shouldn't be. This is as a result of not being conscious of our actions as a society when it is time to use pyrotechnics. And we're not conscious of our neighbors and people that can be affected in a very negative way due to the use of pyrotechnics. So overall, this has been very tragic, very sad during this period when in fact it shouldn't be the case. I'm personally not a fan of the use of pyrotechnics or fireworks. I only am supportive of it if it is used in designated areas specifically, and it is used by professionals, not in neighborhoods, because it affects the people, the people that may have a condition or not even a condition, and it brings a lot of negative effects. So my message to all our society is to think well and to be very conscious of our populations, of people with autism, people with other disabilities, our seniors, newborns, and our animals and our pets before using pyrotechnics. I understand there have been progress, and I'm very grateful, recognize the initiatives taken across, especially here in the U.S., about organizations that have taken measures, programs to help people with autism and other disabilities in regards to the use of pyrotechnics, but much more needs to be done. So during this period, I urge all of you to let's stop using, let's be conscious of our populations and stop the excessive use of pyrotechnics, or not even use them at all if it's not necessary, because it's not only is being used, especially only used on New Year's Eve, but also during the whole holidays, Christmas and other days, and it needs to stop. So we need to be more conscious, and we need to be more responsible at the time before using these items. To be more conscious and to take care, of our fellow beings. Let us say no to the use of pyrotechnics, and especially the excessive use of pyrotechnics in our neighborhoods. Let's be conscious of our people with autism, people with disabilities, with seniors, newborns, animals, pets, in overall everybody, because it's not good for anyone. So let's continue being more conscious of it. So, and that's my message for all of you in today's video. So overall, I wish everybody to that we continue to have continue to enjoy this period, the holidays, in a way that protects the rights of others, that we share it in peace and harmony and love and sharing. We should be, and also find other ways. My message, if you have a person that has a disability or even have a pet and you use pyrotechnics, I want you to be very conscious of what you're doing and stop using it for the protection of your loved ones. If you have a person with a disability or pets, make sure that you protect them from the noises of the pyrotechnics during this period, which I know is very difficult. So overall, as a society, let's stop this use of pyrotechnics in betterment of our society. My wish for all of you is, during this holidays, is to enjoy it in harmony and peace, and which should be the real focus and the real meaning of the holiday season. So thank you so much for being with me. I wish you all the very best as we close 2019 and we begin the new year 2020. So thank you so much. You have a good night, or good morning, or good afternoon. Thank you for being with me here today. Bye-bye.